Novarupta still has the possibility to erupt again. Its largest eruption in 1912 affected areas hundreds of miles away. But what about this volcano causes such vehement eruptions and consequences? There are 3 very specific characteristics of Novarupta which led to its aftermath. The first were its precursors, such as ground tremors, which is an indicator of possible volcanic activity. The second was its ash eruption, which can be just as deadly and devastating as lava. The cataclysmic eruption produced tremendous amounts of sulfur-filled ash that quickly spread from Seattle to Anchorage and Virginia to some parts of Africa within the first 48 hours. The third characteristic was a dome-shaped rock that was seen on the volcano before the eruption. The dome shape seen in the picture here was most likely due to a buildup of gas and pressure within the rock.
The effects of Novarupta were felt far and wide. All the animals around Novarupta suffocated from the dense ash fall. The residents of an island 100 miles from Novarupta, called Kodiak, reported water being undrinkable, roofs collapsing, and irritated eyes, all from the ash fall. In fact, there was so much ash that it was reported to have traveled as far as Africa. A phenomenon called volcanic winter also was an effect from the explosion, in which the earth temporarily cools due to the sun rays being blocked.
Alaska is at the receiving end of the Pacific Plate and slides laterally past southeast Alaska, colliding straight into the North American Plate. In this figure, it shows the subduction zone between the North American Plate and the Pacific Plate. The Pacific Plate is the largest oceanic tectonic plate lying below the Pacific Ocean, measuring about 103 million square kilometers. The North American Plate has both continental and oceanic crests and is home to more than 100 volcanoes. In this figure, it shows the volcanoes on the North American Plate as well as the hotspots. The volcanoes on the North American Plate are more prevalent at the convergence of the North American and Pacific plates. As plates descend into the mantle, the plate undergoes chemical as well as physical changes due to the increase of pressure and temperature, eventually leading to the magma production.
People cannot prevent this type of eruption. They can assess the potential impact, develop a plan with the possibility of loss in mind, plan a response, educate the public and key decision makers, and monitor the region where it might occur. The more people who know about a natural hazard, the greater his or her chance of avoiding injury or loss. Although this was a catastrophic event, geologists can use the information that was collected from such an eruption to plan for the future.
In conclusion, Novarupta's eruption in 1912 was remarkable because the explosion itself is what formed the volcano. Novarupta is also one of the most active volcanoes in North America to date due to its placement between the North American and Pacific plates. The consequences of this eruption were minor to humans compared to the animals on the island. Humans were only affected on a near island about 100 miles away by roofs falling and well water being undrinkable for a couple days. The animals on Novarupta, however, were likely to die from suffocation. Since Novarupta is so active, the island should only remain a place to visit and not to live.